Hey you guys, hi. Welcome to my live. How you guys doing? So, as always, hi. If you're watching this on replay, don't forget to do the hashtag replay and give a thumbs up. It really does help. And yeah, who's here? Tammy, hi there. Hey, hello, sweetie. How are you doing? Diamonds and Ducksies. Hi, Leanne. Saying hi to Tammy. And Tammy is saying that she's doing okay. And you, ooh, Michelle, Glitter Angels. Hi, sweetie. How are you doing? Melanie. Bonjour. Ça va? Ça va, right? Ah, Leanne is saying hi to Michelle and Melanie and saying howdy, Mia. Howdy. Howdy, howdy. I love that. So, how are you guys doing? Happy Sunday. Hope you had a great weekend. Saba. Okay. I'm trying. You know how long it's been since I had French? I mean, I was 16. Yeah, and I think other than that, what I remember is no parlez-vous français, something like that. That's about it. I once knew how to order a beer despite me not drinking beer, but yeah. And if you're wondering what this thing is, I have something in my shoulder that isn't really agreeing with me. Probably, I don't know, something. Angel, hey, sweetheart, how are you doing? Good evening. How are you and Adam doing? So I don't know if any of you were watching Adam's live yesterday. He had Timothy on, and they were yabbering for 3 hours. That was amazing. It was so much fun. Oh, thank you, Tammy. It doesn't really, it's just bothering me. I mean, I'm hoping that some warmth will help. Adam is back home. Did he ask me for permission to do that? It was Melanie. It was a great live. Uh, I was trying. I have one of those massagey thingies with infrared light on it. I can use that on my own because then I move around and it's not hitting where I'm supposed to. So David has to help me. Right now, I'm just hoping that the heat will loosen it up a little. Doxies. Leanne. So yeah, and I am working on my Francesca Studio Works canvas. I've done one row and I'm working on my third square on the second row. Angel is saying hello to everybody. So yeah, how was your weekend? What did you do? Leanne, how is that house going? All the demo done or I'm looking forward to your next Whoopin' Tat so I can learn some more. I love listening to those, but I do need pictures, okay? Pictures. I'm a very visual person. I need to see stuff. I know, Angel. I know, sweetie. You don't like anybody to feel left out. Me neither. I mean, I have to have everybody feeling that they're a part of my life. So I hope you guys do. Angel had a great weekend. Well, of course you did, since Adam was there. Leanne, it's going. I think demo is almost done. Yay! Denise, hey sweetie, how are you doing? I'm guessing that you're working, as always, and you just came home from your vacation in Europe. Angel is working on the spiral and gonna listen in for a bit. That's fine. That's what I did yesterday. Trying to do all my mud things and working on this one. Yeah. Oh, this is a bit warm when it's nice and warm outside. Even though it's cooled down quite a lot here. Now we have under 20 degrees Celsius. So it feels like fall is coming. And I'm not really a big fan of fall. Well, I am of September because it's my birthday month and it's my anniversary month and everything. But other than that, I'm not a big fan because it's getting colder and I don't like cold because this Denise doing okay, thanks. Not back to work yet. Still recouping, exhausted, and doing laundry. Ooh, laundry is the worst part of coming home from a vacation, right? You feel like you don't have anything else to do than to wash and wash and wash and wash for days. It's hot, Leanne. Can't you send some of it over here? My body feels so much better when it's warm outside. Kind of like in the evening, it's freezing, and then during the day, well, not freezing, freezing, but you know what I mean. And then during the day, I run around in a top and shorts. I mean, I'm refusing to accept fall. I want it to be summer and warm, and yeah, I just I think I live in the wrong climate, maybe. Yeah, I used to say that all the time that I was born the wrong place for being a person with all that pain because I feel so much better when we've been down south. I mean, even though I wouldn't know how I'd feel in the winter. I don't know. We should switch, Leon. Can I just come visit you for like a year or so? I mean, let's see what it does. Yeah, no. I mean, cats and husbands and diamond paintings and Pepsi. Oh, which reminds me. So I know that you don't call it Pepsi Max. That's a European thing. I don't even know if you do that, Angel, in Britain. But I know that it's Pepsi Light, if I remember correctly. Right, Leanne? 71 where Tammy is. So do you have Pepsi with lime? The light one? There is one with lemon as well. But do you have the one with lime in it? It's my favorite. I'm just yeah. I wonder what it is here. I need to figure out. Let's say it's around 19. Oh, Melanie, you have Pepsi Max in Canada. Maybe it's just the US then. I don't know. You haven't seen it, Angel? Oh, you're missing out. It is so different from the lemon one. We've had it for, I don't know, a few years. Right, Tammy? Yeah. Oh, I was going to check out. Let's see, 19 degrees. No. Celsius to Fahrenheit. Come on. 66. Uh, Angel, they call it Max 2 in Britain. Cherry is your favorite? No. I just saw that they made a soda stream Max with cherry. I have never, ever been a fan of the cherry ones. So you have had Pepsi Lime since 2022, Melanie. Also the Max one? Because I remember, oh, this is years and years ago, um, at least 10 plus, that we had the Pepsi Twist, which was the regular Pepsi, but with lemon in it. Hey, Dits, Alicia, how are you doing, sweetie? Do you have Paul there, or is he working today since you're up early? Uh, is the max version what we call diet a zero? Yeah, I think it is. I don't know why I would call it light, but it is, Leanne. Did my husband tried a Pepsi in Oreo flavor? How was that? I can't even imagine that. I remember that was back when they had, was it the Olympics or the World Championship in soccer in Brazil? They made one with ginger. No, no. I took one sip and I spat it right out again and poured the rest of it in the sink. I think David might have done the same. I don't know. Don, hey honey, how are you doing? He's fiddling with his camera, so he's at least listening to me. That's something. Melanie, Canada and US have very different items shelves for some reason. Yeah, I've seen that before. Someone made a video from I can't remember who anymore, that they went, for instance, to the cereal aisles in a Canadian store and then in an American store, and it was so different. I mean, like, I would wish I could do the same so that I could, show you a Danish cereal shelf and then the American one, because you would be so shocked. we um what I did to my shoulder, Dawn? That's a good question. I don't know. It just hurts. So I'm trying with heat right now, even though it's getting cold. Mhm. I have a shoulder well, not a shoulder, but a massagey thingy. But I need to do like this to make it work, and then I move it around, and then it doesn't work. Rich, hey, welcome to my live. How are you doing? Happy to see you here. If you don't know, Rich is my birthday twin. That is kind of cool. I love finding birthday twins. Uh, Melanie, you should do that. I can make a clip for Canada. Oh, that'll be cool, Melanie. Bella, how are you doing? How's the game? Well, that's not until later, right? And how was your birthday? Yes, D-Day twins. Yes. I also have my niece. She's my birthday twin as well. She had an issue coming out when she was supposed to. Well, you know what I mean, right? Um, on my 28th birthday, she was born, but we had our wedding the day after. So my sister was supposed to have given birth on the 7th, according to plan. But that little thingy, that little love bug, refused to come out on the 7th and refused to come out until the 14th. So, yeah. Uh, and always go to the grocery stores when I travel. I like that too. Um, in Turkey, they're so different from here. Sadly, I don't have any videos from it, but it's so cool. They're so different. And they have, did you know they don't have salty licorice in Turkey? I know this Danish lady living down there. She has a fish bar, with these little doctor fishes. Um, and they don't have salty licorice. I don't even know if they have licorice at all. But it's getting ready. Ditsy, aka Pop Tart. Dits, why do they call you Pop Tart? What's happening in Texas? Is there a retreat? Not the Salt Lake, um, but the Lake Retreat. I can't remember the name of it. But after spending some time in Washington, then off to Texas. Leanne, well, be safe and prepare for hot. I'm jealous. I want hot as well. Even speaking of groceries, when we go to Germany, we have this big grocery shop that we go to, and I love walking around. They have so much stuff that we don't. I mean, if you're gluten free, you want to go to that store. Here in one of our bigger grocery stores, they have like you call them a shelving, where they have several shelves. Um, sorry, we have one of those where we mainly have our gluten free. We do have other stuff here and there, Dawn, yes, Glitter Angels is Michelle. And then you go to Germany and they have shelves upon shelves upon shelves with gluten free and with vegan and vegetarian. And I'm like, can we please? I mean, I'm not gluten free. I eat whatever I want to. But for those who are gluten free, I'm kind of, please bring all that to Denmark. And the same if you're lactose intolerant, they have so much. And yeah, I'm sorry, Rich, but you just landed in me speaking like I used to. I'm a fast talker. I don't know why I've always been. But as heading out, thanks to all who wished me happy birthday yesterday. Better have fun with your two favorite teams. And yeah, let me know how it's going and have fun in Texas. Eve, hey, hello, sweetie. How are you doing? And welcome. Ooh, so many people today. Yes. Have fun, Berta, really. And say hello to Katja for me. Give her a little belly rub. Hope she enjoys the game. Did you find her some headphones? Marie, hey, how are you doing, sweetie? So yeah, uh, everybody's saying have fun to Berta. I hope it'll be a great game. I really, really do. I would have an issue. Who would you root for if you had your two favorite teams? Who would you root for? I don't know which teams but which team? I mean, how would you choose? Or would you just be in the middle? Um, you did, and Melanie brought me a hat with ears. Oh, that is cute. Seahawks. Okay, wow, that's cool, Beta. Always Seahawks. Yes, Leanne. Please don't forget to hit that like button. It really does help. So yeah, I'm gonna send some Seahawks thoughts to you, Berta, that they win today. Die hard. I know, Berta. I know. We still need to talk about that yarn I have down here somewhere. Eve, it's a busy multitasking day. Let me hear. Tell me more. Marie Casey saying hello. Melanie, I would go with the team with the best uniform colors. That's an idea. Berta, they will win. Well, and a few more good thoughts can always help. Damn, Leanne, Melanie, that's me too. Mm, could you go with who has the I don't know, hottest guys or hottest I don't know what cutest? I don't know. I mean, if you really had to choose and you had an issue, oh, Eve, the picture's in my head. She will be lurking while in the shower. Be careful. It's wet. Leanne, it's all about how the colors look in the field. Yeah. Okay. Well, that is why I like when the Danish soccer team is out there because they're red and white. I should say listening. It's fine. I just have pictures. I'm very I have a very vivid imagination, okay? Dits. How did you know I just stepped out of the shower? I didn't, but now you're giving me pictures in my head. Eve, don't accidentally turn on your camera like this. Okay, I need to know more. Melanie, did she turn on the camera when she was showering? And even if she did, I can't see it. This is a one-way screen somehow. But with Berta, oh, that is Berta. What? Oh my God, she would have the field day with it. on a phone call. She got her money's worth that day, right? And you, oh my God. I would only do that with one person, I'm telling you. One person. Yeah, and he's out there somewhere with a cat or three. I can hear his computer. It was an accident. Yeah, well, that's what you're saying. I mean, you have to say that, right? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Or teasing. Or whatever. Where did I put my picture? I wanted to show you. And now I lost it. You know what? One day I'm going to lose myself. Oh, here it is. Oh, oh, there. This is the one I'm working on from Francesca's. And I am, where am I? I am around here right now. Leanne, that's hilarious, Dix. And Melanie's laughing. So yeah, and I'm working on it like this because my table is not well, it is more than 75 centimeters, but there is a computer and mess, and me too, Leanne, me too. I can't wait to see it. I mean, it's cats and it's yarn and I love all the little ginger babies. I love ginger babies. I joined a group more about ginger cats on Facebook. There is the big international ones. It's called All Ginger Cats Share One Brain Cell. I love it. But then there's a Danish group as well. So now I just need to share some pictures. I'm not very good at that. I mean, if I look through my phone, most of my pictures are diamond paintings and Rosa. I mean, I used to have a lot of pictures of my cats too, but I need to make more. And I need to make a cat video. I've been trying to get a video of me leaving my room or coming in the front door because sometimes Pelle will go ballistic when he sees me and talk and meow. And yeah, that's crazy. And earlier, while David was showering after his biking trip with the club, I came out and I swear to you, he was chit-chatting for 5 minutes. And I was like, that is a lot of chitter from one little cat. But my phone was in here because I was watching a concert on it because I didn't want to turn on my computer, and I was more listening than watching. Melanie, my ginger cat was the best cat ever. He was my boy. Yeah, Pelle is my baby. I mean, he moved in when he was 4 weeks old, and he's basically been a lab cat ever since. And when I'm wearing something like this, you know, a little flowy and dresses and stuff like that, he's like, do you know that saying when somebody's hiding in their mom's skirts? Do you have that saying? Or is it just over here? Well, we have this, you know, hiding in your mom's skirts. And whenever I then, you know, crouch down to cuddle him, he just climbs right under it. And we're always like, oh, baby, are you hiding in mommy's skirts again? Because he does it every time. It's so funny. You have that saying in French? Okay, Melanie. But it's funny. I mean, none of the other ones does it or did it. Only him. And he's done that since he was a baby. I mean, he's a mama's boy. Right now, he's probably in Davy's room with him cuddling because I'm in here and he's not allowed. And then people, why can't he be in your office? I mean, like, I have itty bitty resin bits and yarn. What do you think? I mean, the yarn alone is enough for him not being allowed in here. But these little zero point 0.5 millimeter resin bits, no, that would be a disaster waiting to happen. I mean, then I would be the next one on the VIP group saying, "Oh no, a disaster happened. My cat got to it." No, 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 no. I mean, even Rosa doesn't come in here, and she hasn't even asked. It's kind of like she just knows that this door is closed and it isn't for her. That's interesting. I never really thought about that, but she hasn't. She knows, that the rest of the house is available if she wants to. She can go jump in the bed and she can go into David's office when he's in there, but my room, never. She's a very obedient little child. It's kind of like Tuesday when I babysat her. I was so impressed with her. She was told to clean up all her toys because, yikes, toys everywhere when I showed up. Um, and she asked her dad how much of it needed to be cleaned. And he said that he wanted all of it gone from the floor, which was fine. And I was expecting, oh dear God, another evening with me having to say, Rosa, pick up your toys. 5 minutes later, Rosa, are you cleaning up your toys? Kind of like the last time we had that show going. But no, she was cleaning her toys. I could hear her, playing a little while she was doing it. But she was cleaning and coming in to say hi every now and then. And then she came out and said, I'm done. I'm ready to go upstairs now. And I'm just like, wait, what? You're ready to go upstairs? I'm like, yes. So no debate about you going to bed or anything. Like, no, I'm ready. I kind of looked like, who are you and what did you do to Rosa? I was like, well, okay, but we need to go brush your teeth first and you need to go, see if you needed to pee or do number two. I don't say that. She doesn't say that. But yeah. So she went to the bathroom and sat on the toilet for a few minutes and she was like, nothing's coming, Auntie. I said, okay. Well, then we need to brush your teeth. And we did. And she has this little fairy tale figures. We have this children's book about these little bacteria living in a boy's mouth and they're hammering and making holes and stuff like that in children's mouth. Um, so we're chasing those. And then there is some other figure so that we have one bacteria on each side of the mouth. So we're chasing those and those little buggers are fast. And she's finding it hilarious how I'm chasing those little bacteria around her mouth, and yeah, it's a good way to distract her from. Most kids don't really like getting their teeth brushed, not in that age anyway. So we did that and went upstairs, and she got a little washing done and put on her night diaper. I read her a book, and she fell asleep. Didn't even come down once, and I was flabbergasted. I was like, what happened here? Melanie found the English translation. He's tied to his mother's apron strings. Yeah, basically the same, more or less. Yeah, that was an interesting babysitting. I was basically doing nothing. We have, oh, that's not a fly, that's a mosquito. Yeah, we have, I don't know, all the flies in the world have decided that our house is the perfect place to live. We have flies everywhere. And you know what I do with bugs, right? I fry them. But they're fast little buggers. So I only get them 1 out of 10 times. But, I do get them. The bad part is when you fry them, it stinks. Yeah. So I can't do too many in a row because, nope. I'm sorry. Yeah. Oh, and David has been painting our facade the past few days. You know, sanding it and doing all the things, washing it and whatnot. And now it's being painted. He's very, very good. Well, he's almost a pro, if you ask me. So I've been in. First, he was biking today. Came home, showered, whatnot, and then he went outside and painted. And do you know where I have been? I have been in here cuddling with Pellet. That is a big ass mosquito. Dang it. Oh, anyway, so I've been cuddling with Pellet. I've seen a few episodes of Chicago Fire since I've started from the beginning. Um, yeah, watched a few episodes of that. I've been diamond painting and chit chatting with the cat and diamond painting, talking a little with David. And he's been outside. I've been in here, working out and feel like looking good, looking good. He was looking good, but okay, okay. So yeah, and now we're here. That's a busy day of doing not very much. Sundays are, I don't know, well, more lazy than the rest of the week, right? So yeah. Oh, I found out why I'm not always listening to concerts with New Kids on the Block. I love listening to the CDs, but a few of them they need to see a speech speech therapist, kind of like me, because yikes. I mean, if you want to sing as high as you did when you were a teenager, when you were in your 50s, you need to practice because some of it was quite false. And I'm not, even though I can't sing to save my life, I sing false. I know that, which is why I don't. I don't. I don't sing unless I sing Happy Birthday or whatever. Um, but yeah, um, when you're sitting there watching a concert and all of a sudden he's trying to go all up high, and I'm like, please don't. And I had to turn down the music, turn down the volume, and I'm like, "Are you done yet?" So I think I'm gonna stick to my albums where they have done all the editing and everybody is singing just fine. Am I the only one with that issue? Yes. Okay. I'm a complex person. I know it. I can't help it. Yeah, no auto tune in concerts. That's right, Melanie. Leanne, they're in their 50s? They are. The eldest is from 68, I think. And the youngest is from 72. That's Joe. He's the youngest. He's 52. Isn't that crazy? But he looks better today than he did back then. I mean, you can't necessarily see that they're in their 50s. So I mean, yeah, dang, no wonder I want to take a nap. Why? because they're in the 50s. I mean, I'm impressed that they still run around jumping on that stage like they're in the 20s. I'm getting tired just looking at them. I'm like, whew, please, please, can we take a chair and not all that running and jumping and whatnot. I'm getting tired just looking at you guys. I mean, like, whew. But you're looking good. I mean, yeah. And Joe is the youngest. Is going to have a. He's going to be on the Broadway until December doing drag. I wish I could go over there and watch it. I would love to see him on Broadway, especially in drag. Drag is amazing. Have you seen it? He's playing the only non-drag, non-gay, I don't know, non-drag person in the play. But even if he was a drag, I would love it. I mean, I don't know. What do you feel about drag queens? Because I find them drag, kind of like a drag queen. You know, the men that dresses up. Oh my God, they're beautiful. A lot of them. So yeah, it's just yeah. I would love to see. Oh wait, they did that a while ago, didn't they? It is, Eve. It is an art, and some of those look stunning. I mean, I've seen some where I was like, "Are you sure that isn't a woman?" Like, and they all have better legs than I do. I mean, look at those legs. Eve, drag is a form of art. It is also Eve. I didn't get to read it. Yeah, drag is a form of art. What happened to the rest of it? Don, I've seen a drag show in New York and it was so fun. I would love to see a drag show. But I'm living in you would call it a very small town. In the county, would that be a county or would that be, I don't know, the town that I live, well, the town that my village is a part of has around, I don't know, 55,000 people in it, maybe around 60 by now. When I was a child, there were 45,000 people. Um, but yeah, so I mean, Leanne, they have all sorts of drag shows here. I want to see one. Oh my God, I want to see one. I've only seen it on TV. You have them as well, Denise? Well, I'm jealous. A form of protest against the discrimination and oppression the queer community is up against. Yeah, I know. Marie Casey, I went to a drag show in Spain. It was a great night. I, I need to figure out if we even have them around here, or if I have to go to one of the bigger cities. I don't know. Yeah, and have you ever watched The Birdcage? Nope. Melanie, lots of drag shows in my community. So fun. I'm jealous of you guys. I need to figure out if they really don't have any. Uh, I am just about to read RuPaul's memoir. Oh, RuPaul is amazing. Oh, I know. We have one. No, wait. Was that? No, that was an American guy who, you remember he was on Facebook. He was coming in full drag and was talking to these kids. Um, you know how how they saw him, and he talked about how he was bullied as a child. And these little kids were so supportive and told him, he looked good, and if he felt comfortable in that dress and what he wore, he should do it. And I was crying over here, like, amazing. I wonder if it's on my HBO. I need to see that. English is hard, you got. Well, speaking is hard, at least. Let's see if it's on mine. Over here, it's called Max. It was called HBO Max, and now it's just Max. Friends? No. We're here. Oh, it's there. It's going. It's on my list. Oh my God. Look at them. Look at them. Look at that giant fro. I love afros. I'm impressed with them every time. I have to see that. Thank you, Eve. Um, there was something else, but drag queens. I can't remember. But thank you, Eve. It's on my list for Arch Max that you've seen the first two seasons. How many? Oh, we have four. Yeah, that's Bob the drag. Okay. The person that I just talked about that came into the school, I remember he had these, well, not big, but oh, okay. But that guy on Facebook, he had these glitter heels on. I loved those. I mean, they're hurting their feet, that's for sure. But they were beautiful. Haven't any of you seen that one? It was all over the place here. How did we end up? Oh, New Kids and then on to drag. Okay. I was like, how did we end there? Was that one of my tangents? Because that's usually what happened. But you know that by now. I have, and I chase people away. Apparently, drags isn't a popular item. Sorry. But I find it interesting. Do you remember back in the summer when we were, where it was light outside until midnight? Well, it's not even 8 and it's getting dark outside. I want summer back. I need summer back in my life. I mean, like 8 p.m. and it's getting dark. I'm not a fan. Then when we get to December, right around winter solstice, it is, 12 hours of darkness. Well, maybe even more, right? No, it has to be more. Yeah, 12 is the fall. And then winter, it feels like the sun is getting up at around 10 and it's down by 4. You want summer to dawn? Oh, I can imagine that the Poconos is beautiful with all the fall colors, like the red and the oranges. We have some of our trees who has started to, well, not started, but reds and the oranges. Our plum tree is losing all the leaves. So it isn't really, it isn't standing there being all beautiful with the red and oranges. No, no. It went straight from green to yellow to blah. I'm like, can't you just be beautiful? I mean, no. The cherry tree is still green. So that's something. I kind of hope that we'll have a lot of cherries next year because it's grown like no, well, 2 feet, I think, this year. It's crazy how much it's grown. Jenny, hey, sweetie, how are you doing? Welcome. How was your weekend? Jenny had her first Instagram live yesterday, and I missed it because we were having dinner. Dang it. So I will try to be there next week. I just have to plan around it so that I can watch it. I want to support all of you if I can. Yeah. So, Leanne and Dawn, can't you put in some links for the people in here who have channels? I mean, I know we have Jenny. I know we have Leanne and Angel. Uh, Ditz. Who else has a channel? Please, hands up if you have a channel so that. Yes, Leanne, she has her lives on Instagram because she has more followers on Instagram. Oh Lord, let me see if I know how to do that. It's okay, Leanne. You got this. You got it. All of the links. I know when I'm in other people's, usually I'm a mod for Angel and Adam, and usually Lee is too. So we have this little spiel going with who's the faster mod. Kubakai, right? That's Jenny. It's okay. I totally understand. I just appreciate everyone's support emotionally or being there. It all helps. You can't do it from your iPad, Don? Okay, well, that's fine. We're missing Berta here. Berta did all. Ancient, yeah. Link Kings versus Link Queens. It's fun. Adam is fast as well. But it's kind of, finding the links and getting them out there. It's a little war. Oh, dang it. Okay, let's see. Stop it. Uh, I don't know if you can't do it because I can do it from my phone because if I leave the live that I'm in to go to another screen, the live stops. But I know better have done that. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, so let's see. Let's see. I have a fly on my screen. Um, I'm sorry. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Copy. Nice, Jenny. Thank you. So that's one. Ooh, look at that, Leanne. You got this. So we got Jenny. Let's see. Lee. Welcome. Yay, Leanne, you're so good. So can you then find Dits as well. And who else? Who has a channel? Let me know. I know Lee has a channel. He can put in his own channel. Don, Leanne, you'll have to tell me how you did it. Yeah, please do. Just found out I wasn't subscribed to Jenny. Now I am. Yay! See, that's why it's so good with these links. Because sometimes you just find out, oh, I wasn't subscribed to that person. So that's the thing here, Jenny. I share all the links. I've just been bad at it lately. I don't know. Berta used to do it without even being asked, and she was just throwing in the links. Because here it's fine. And even a little self promoting is fine as well, especially after I've said it's okay. I mean, I've had a few who just blatantly, um, you know, would come in, barely say hi, and then started talking about how their channel and blah, blah, blah. And I was over here, okay. Dawn, I made me a small and then could search for the others. You made me small. I'm small enough as it is. I mean, with my 5 barely 2, 5.2, I'm shrinking, you guys. Am I the only one? By the age of 45, I have shrunk at least an inch by now. I mean, yeah, I know, Leanne. I do that every now and then too. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I'm shrinking. I just hope that it won't continue because then I would be like very big. You shrunk too, Melanie? It's not okay. I mean, if I have to shrink, can it be that way? That would be a nice touch, right? So whenever people say, I don't like going into the rain, and people say, "Well, that's no biggie. You won't shrink." And I'm like, "It will." Oh, you're not made of sugar or salt. That's what we say over here. I'm like, apparently I am because I'm shrinking. Leanne, we all shrink. My grandmother wasn't 5 feet when she passed. 5 in, yeah, 5 feet when she passed. She was 5'4". Yeah, I know. Don, you shrunk 2 inches? I wonder how much I've shrunk. I don't even know how tall I am right now. The last time I was 157 centimeters, and I started out being 160.5 centimeters. That point 0.5 is very important. But I haven't been measured in years. I wonder if I mean, over here, when you're under 150, you're technically a dwarf, but not really. Yeah. Who's texting me? Oh, Ditsy made a voting. We're supposed to help her choose her great pumpkin along canvas for the Art and Soul event. Okay, Dits. Uh, Melanie, I was 5'3.5", lost a half. That was 4 years ago at a pre-op appointment. Had them double check. That is also very important. Jenny, yeah, my umbrella came the day after we had rain, and we haven't had rain since then. I will eventually try it. I hope you like it. Have you at least, tried it and opened it? Also, because you don't need to be afraid of it, how you always see umbrellas go, you know, breaking and stuff like that. You don't have to worry about that. I mean, you will still be wet if the rain comes from the sides or something, but coming right down, it won't ruin itself, which was what I like about it. That it isn't just, I don't know, flimsy. I have had one of those umbrellas that just, you know, what would you call that? What is the word that I'm looking for? Turned itself inside out? Is that what you would say? I don't know. I don't know. The 18th, when was that? That's 4 days ago. You know what? I actually think that I'll be able to finish this one before October ends. Lee, not a football fan, American football, I know, but I may have to watch the Seahawks game today. Berta is there, so you just have to send all the good vibes to the Seahawks because he's a major Seahawks fan, but the Miami Dolphins is her team number two. Yeah, inside out. Cool, Leanne. Jenny, I did open it. It's easy to use, right? It's so easy. It's just when I had to do it in here on camera, I was a dork. The pressure and everything from being like, yeah, well, wasn't it yesterday we talked about it? Oh, yeah, in Adam's live, making that first video and doing the first live and everything and how nerve wracking it could be. And I was over here, okay, I'm the weird one out because I was never nervous. But I mean, you can just hear how I'm chit chatting away. And yeah, Berta is on the 50-yard line right behind the Seahawks in the first or second row. And I can't even see it. Somebody has to look on the TV and grab some pictures for me, okay? Yeah, Jenny, she has amazing seats. Yeah, I remember her saying that back when she bought the tickets. Angel Papa Lee. By the way, Lee, how's my mom? How's he doing today? Hello, Angel. Uh, oh, Jenny, it also hangs really well on the hook in our entryway at the back door. Yeah. I mean, it's so easy to hang because, I don't know, for me, it hangs even better than the regular ones. I don't know why. She's doing better. Oh, I'm happy to hear it, Lee. Please take care of her, right? Yeah, we need to take care of each other. Good, good. Oh, I have to ask. Oh, Jenny, I was a nervous wreck yesterday, but I think the community being behind you, encouraging you, really helps. It is important. It is important. I think my thing is that I don't have stage fright. I'm basically one of those jerks that just comes on here and say, "Hi, here am I. Please talk to me." um, but the weird thing is, if I would do that in real life, it would be something else. I'm not very good at meeting new people, and going somewhere with a lot of people I don't know. So it's kind of interesting how, for some reason, YouTube is different. I have never been nervous. I have never um, had a bad feeling or anything on YouTube. I'm just yeah, Lee. I'm a chatterbox, so it was not too bad. Exactly. Whenever I feel comfortable, I I'm a chatterbox. I mean, it's the same in real life. When I know people, I'm talking. I mean, sometimes my poor husband, because if I have something to say, I'm just like, I mean, you know how fast I speak. I think maybe it's even faster in Danish. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's the same. Uh, Leanne, if I know you, I can't shut up. Exactly. Whenever I feel secure, I'm just. That's right, Melanie. I'm in the comfort of my own home. Um, and I think the first time the comfort was that I couldn't see the audience. It was basically me talking to a screen. Yeah, I think that. My first live, by the way, wasn't that my first live? Was an autumn craft along. That was my first live. That wasn't even a live, was it? Was it? Yeah, that was a live. Uh, I think. It's kind of like the Christmas, but I don't think it was pre recorded. Man, now I can't remember. I have to go look at my thingy. Uh, Studio. Was it? Uh, Hang on. No, that wasn't alive. Okay. What? Oh, it was the Autumn Craftathon back in September of 22. That was my first live. Leanne, we'll be right back. Dawn, I remember meeting you. So how did you meet me, Dawn? Jenny, my mom always says I can make a conversation with a tree stump, but it is so different being on camera. I had more worry about what people would think. No, it wasn't a premiere. Yeah, the Christmas premiere. That's right, Dawn. Yeah, I don't know. But it's kind of funny how my channel changed because when I started it, I did it mainly to. I ran over the heating thing. Um, I actually did it because I wanted to talk about my syndrome. Oh, and the 22 live. That is cool, Don. And you've stuck around ever since. Um, my very first video was about living with this rare degenerative uh, syndrome. I still don't know what to call it. Disability, handicap, infliction, illness, whatever. I just call it a syndrome mostly. I never know what to say. Um, and then I did a video about being bullied really bad because of my syndrome. Well, mostly. That one was a rough video to make. Um, and I remember I had to pause the recording because I got too emotional watching it, not watching, doing it. So that was one of my first videos as well. Back then, I was not very good at YouTube. I had no idea that there was editing or that we had Canva or anything. I was basically videotaping and putting it directly on YouTube. No idea. Oh, Don, thank you. I stuck around because I liked you so much. Well, I love you too, Don. So, yeah, that's interesting. And now it's basically everything, right? Mostly my life, and then diamond painting, and I need to do more unboxing. I need to figure out more videos. I'm kind of in this what would people need because I don't do a lot of these small shop hauls because I'm against buying just for the sake of buying. And now you love me. Oh, I love you too, Dawn. And also, I can't buy from all the small shops in the US because, dang, shipping. Um, and diamond painting, yes, sure, I can unbox those. Ooh, I have two on my way, but later. Um, yes, I need to figure out what to what to do. I have been considering going back to do some reading, but instead of people looking at me while reading, I would read and then have diamond painting, uh, do diamond painting, before, and then just fit in the text. Does that make sense? Put in overlapping the story with the diamond painting. I don't know if people would want that. It don't even have to be fairy tales. I've even considered reading a book, like a book that isn't copyrighted anymore, like Little Women or something like that. But I don't know. I mean, would it be something people would even want to listen to? I mean, the fairy tales were kind of popular. Yeah, Melanie, a women chat with reading as a voiceover. Exactly. Because I mean, I do a lot of diamond paintings. Would basically just put up the camera, put on an audiobook or something, and then film. It's okay, Tammy. Which dazzlers are you working on? Drinks. Ooh, what else are you working on, everybody? What are you working on with me chittering here? Yeah, that's what I thought, Melanie. Like a women chat, but with a story. But should it be fairy tales or should it be, a story? Because I mean, I have there are so many Hans Christian Andersen's fairy tales that I haven't read yet. But there is also the Brothers Grimm. There's I wonder if those are Thousand and One Night. I don't know. And then there's some other fairy tales like Little Red Riding Hood, and Dawn is working on her hummingbird. Thank you, Jenny. I love yours too. But what would you prefer? Fairy tales or a adult book? I mean, fairy tales you could have kids listening in too, But do you do that? Okay, Jenny. Bon appetit. Look, there was another French one. Ooh, I do know French words. Ah, no, it's crazy. But yeah, give me ideas because I'm like over here. I can read basically anything. I just need to know what. And I love fairy tales. I mean, I'm basically a big kid. Melanie, does not have to be a book, could be an article of a subject matter of interest and info you have about it. Yeah, that would be cool too. Maybe see if I can find information about my city so that you can learn more about it. I mean, not the village, but the city in um, the city that I was born in. That would be interesting. Ooh. But yeah, but I love books. It's just hard to figure out which books are copyright free by now, right? But maybe I should do something about. Jenny hasn't left. It's okay. You could listen, but maybe I should see if I can find some information about Denmark, the history and stuff like that. You would love to hear about it, Dawn? Yeah, maybe I should do that. It's one of my first ones. And then some history on Denmark. Because how many of you in the US, maybe even Britain, where Angel is, how many of you know history of Denmark? I mean, even I don't know all of it. I've had a lot of history in school, and I mean, the history of my town is so interesting. I don't even know if they have everything on writing, but basically all of the inner city is built on a swamp, which is so cool. I mean, how many cities have done that? Just because, it was a strategic, great place for when the Germans or Brits would invade the capital, Copenhagen. That was a great place. I mean, I wonder if they had all that on writing. I mean, a lot of children don't know that. David told me they learned it in school because he grew up rather close, just on the other side of Lillebelt, where the bridge. So they learned it. But I'm pretty sure that a lot of kids from further away, or adults, by the way, Melanie, you talked about the Denmark usage of flags. You could have a month of us of let's learn about Denmark and break it down in 4 or 5 different. Oh, that's a great idea, Melanie. That's a great idea. I thank you. Jenny would love to know more about Denmark. We had an exchange student when I was in high school. I stay in touch with him, but I don't know enough about Denmark. I think you told me that, Jenny. And you told me where he lived, and I blatantly forgot again. My memory is horrible. Do I even have some papers? Do I have any paper? Paper? Writing thingies? Things to write on. Come on. There you have it. We have that thingy. I'm gonna write it down. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Melanie, 4 or 5. About DK. Yeah. Cool. I'm sorry, I'm just giving myself. I can't spell. um, the funny thing is, right now, I'm writing in English. Not even Danish. I'm writing in English. Maybe because I'm sitting here speaking it, so it just makes sense. I'm pretty sure if I started writing in Danish, I would end up speaking Danish to you guys. Even though I've done both. Hmm. Anything else you would love to know? Hmm. There's so many interesting things. I mean, like the royal family, how Denmark used to be a heck of a lot bigger because we had the entire, was it all of Norway and a big chunk of Sweden, well, at least the southern part of Sweden, and also a big chunk of Germany was a part of Denmark. Then we had a war with Germany, and they grabbed a big chunk of Denmark up until just south of here, basically, became German. That's right, he's in Scales. That's right, you told me. Um, yeah, I mean, history is exciting. Isn't it funny? When I grew up, I literally not hated. Hate is a strong word, but I was not a fan of history. Yeah, sure, other countries' histories, and learning, um, about my city and how it was built was interesting, but the history of the country, how we got our flag, that was boring, and going to see, kind of like I told you, I had that day with my sis, where we took a tour of some of the historic sites around here. I mean, had you done that maybe just 20 years ago, I would have been, oh, not interesting, But today, I love it. I mean, yeah, it is really interesting. And I love to learn about other countries. Like, I know a lot about the civil wars in America. Wars, that's just one. Civil War in America, um, how Columbus found America, um, how France and Britain were had colonies all over the world, stuff like that. I know a lot about that, and that was interesting because it wasn't here. You know, I mean, for some reason, a 10, 15-year old is like, I know everything about my country, right? Done. I didn't like history when I was young, but I like it now. I think it comes with age, maybe. Melanie, my son and I did the tourist tour trolley in our own town, and we learned so much. And you do. I mean, when I lived in Berlin back then, I took, I didn't take the tourist bus because expensive, and I was on an au pair salary. But they had a bus route. I can't remember the number of it. But if you took that one, you basically saw everything you saw on that tourist route. You didn't have the tour guide telling you about it, you know? But, you could grab a tour guide, a book, and you would learn the same. I did that when my paternal grandmother was in Berlin with her senior club. Um, I rode with them one day. They had a tour guide, but I lived there, so they actually asked me a lot because I had insider knowledge. But yeah, Berlin is great. We need to go down there again. I haven't been in Berlin since 2003. That's 21 years. Dang it. A lot has changed since back then. I wonder if I can even find my way around anymore. I don't think so. I want to see, they have a concentration camp just north of Berlin. I would love to see that today. just because even back then, when I was 19, I found it so interesting. I mean, not interesting, but informative, a important part of history, you know? Shh, me, that was last year. Sorry. Yeah. I saw this kind of a meme thing on Facebook, like um, 1984 is 40 years ago. And I'm like, no, no, it's not. No. 84 was like 5 minutes ago, you know? And it continued with something like, do you remember back in 1984 how much in the past 1964, no, 48, 44 was? Yeah, because that was just before the Second World War ended, right? So everybody was like, "Oh, 44, that is so far in the past, right?" Well, I mean, 84 is now 40 years ago, and I was like, "Really?" April, hey love, how are you doing? Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, like, no. I mean, World War II is ended 80 years ago next year. Wait, yeah, 80, right? Yeah, that ended 80 years ago next year. 45. I can't even remember when Denmark was occupied. Was that in 42? See, I have to ask Google. And that isn't Danish, so 40 years, it's no matter how we deny it. It is, it's crazy. See, 40, not 42. Yeah. The interesting thing is, so Denmark was, the Germans came to Denmark on April 9th, 1940, right? Yeah. I moved to Berlin on April 9th. So I was like, yeah, well, now I am, you know, taking over Berlin on that day. I changed the history or something. Yeah. But I found it interesting that it was on the same date, April 9th. And then we were freed on May 5th. No. Um, I think on the 4th, May 4th in the evening, they told everybody that they would leave the next day. Uh, wasn't it? Yeah, on the May 4th, 45 at 2035, um, it was told that the German troops in the Netherlands, Northwest Germany, and Denmark had surrendered. And then they celebrated it on the 5th. Then they burned all the blackout curtains that people needed, and they burned stuff that the Germans, the propaganda, stuff like that. How are you doing, April? Let me know. So, yeah, History is interesting. Yeah. Even though history is also brutal and it can be depressing somehow, but it's so important. We can't forget our history. No matter, I mean, over here we're like, we can't forget this World War II because as long as we remember, it won't happen again, which is a big old fat lie. Oh, yes, April, thank you. I'm a bad person. I haven't responded. um, yeah. People are like, it can't happen again as long as we remember. And I'm like, well, it kind of does happen again. Yeah. I don't know. Enough depressive talking. How many of you got anything yesterday? Thank you, Don. Yes, hit that thumbs up button. It does help. At least it makes me happy. That's the more important thing, right? It makes me happy when you like my lives and videos and whatnot. You didn't buy anything yesterday, April. Very proud of yourself, but I'm proud of you too. People, you were supposed to press that like button. I didn't get anything. I did put one thing on my wish list, and that was that big ass giant Spangler Dragling picture. What was it, 70 by 130? Yeah, that went on my wish list. And then I'm like, okay, maybe I can get it for Black Friday or something when you get a discount that is funny enough that is worth it. Because for me, that one is 100 and is it 130 $30. Dawn didn't buy anything. Mm-mm. I saw somebody who bought nearly all of them, and I'm like, damn. There was some that I liked, but they were all round, which made it pretty easy for me. There was just the that big Spangler one, and that ended on my wish list. But people, Disney are now under contract with Diamond Art Club. How crazy is that? And I saw somebody wrote something, made a post about Star Wars and how they wished that there would be some Darth Vader things. Jenny, food done now, so I will have to jump up. Have a wonderful afternoon, evening, everybody. You too, Jenny, and thank you for being here. I really do appreciate it. Where was I? Oh, Disney. Okay. So somebody wrote that they hope that they would get some Star Trek and some Darth Vader, and for that person who put in a Darth Vader picture, apparently Diamond Art Club responded to that comment with a Darth Vader gif and a smiley. Yeah. So I'm guessing we're getting Star Wars. I mean, yeah. Tammy Heiler got the pumpkin lighting, the one with the adorable mice. That one was so cute. And Marie Casey got the cursed and the mini dazzlers. I love mini dazzlers. Cursed, which one is that, Marie? Oh, and the Halloween dazzlers. So the Halloween dazzlers wasn't really, they didn't really speak to me. But I mean, I don't know. Maybe one day they will. But I do have two paintings on the way. I have the what's the name of it? Light tree. The one that was. Gosh darn it! What's the name of it? Hang on. Mm, need to get to my which one I purchased. The Night Sky Tree of Life is the one that I got. And Sneaky Cat. Isn't that the name of it? Yeah, Sneaky Cat. Those two I bought with my birthday coupon. Marie Casey, Miss Butter D. Oh, right, that's right. I'm not. I know that Miss Butter D is very, very popular, and I get it, but it's not kind of like some people don't like Spangler and the Draglings, but they like dragons. Um, I'm not sure I'd get any of Miss Butter D's. I love the color scheme. A lot of them is pink and stuff like that. So if I get any, it would be for the color palette. But I mean, yeah. No, I just love seeing other people finish them. Yeah, I could. I don't need them in my life anyway. I don't know. Oy. Hydration is important. Can't drink soda all the time. I need water. If I just drink soda, my mouth gets sticky, and it feels like that kind of feeling. I don't know. Hmm. See, I'm going. Hi, Bella. Can you hear him? Hi. Hi, baby. Can you see him over there by the door? Hi, Pelly. Yeah. Hi. Oh, hi, baby. Okay, he gave up. The baby. It's like, Mama, Mama. Here's a chatterbox, too. Yeah, he's sweet. I need to catch it one day when he's like chattering when I. He is, Denise. He is talking to us. I need to catch him one day when I get out the door and he's, or in the door. Oh, April, you need to come here. All three of ours are big talkers. Even when we had five, all five of them. I mean, it could be an interesting day because they would chitter chatter all day long. I mean, and they say cats don't talk to each other, but to the humans. So sometimes it would be all of them talking at once. And I'm like, okay. And I can tell which cat it is, you know? Even when with Spock and Flock, they were kind of similar. But yeah, of course I do, April. Of course that I do understand them. That right there was Mama, I want to cuddle. Please come out. Why are you sitting in there? No, Lee, because yarn and itty bitty resin bits. I mean, no, he can go to his daddy. Daddy has the door open. He can go in there and cuddle. But yeah, he's a mama's boy. He is really a mama's boy. That's crazy. I mean, yeah, I think so too, Don. But I read somewhere that cats don't talk to each other, and I'm like, I'm sorry. Have you been in my house? Because they absolutely do. But mostly cats talk to their mom, and if you talk to them from when they're kittens, when you get them, they will keep talking, and then basically the second they enter the door here, they are talked to. I mean, we talk to them and for them and about them all the time. I have conversations with them when I'm alone, and they all respond to their name. So yeah, especially Pelle and Max. I mean, I say their name, and if they don't turn around, at least I get the ear, turning towards me. And I'm like, I'm sorry, are you ignoring me? With all, how many muscles is in their ear? 60 something? When you just get the little twitch of the ear and nothing else. I'm like, hello, don't ignore me, mister. Yeah. We were talking the other day, if you ever have another cat, it would have to be a Bengal. I miss having a Bengal in our house. They are such a personality. But we would want to get one that wasn't a singleton because Oscar was a singleton. He lost both his siblings within a few hours of birth. So he was a singleton. And even though he had his mom and older sister, it's just not the same. So we would definitely want one that had siblings. And I also kind of know what breeder I would choose if we'd had another one. Well, there are several breeders, but I do know which one I'd choose. We would have to drive, but I mean, to get the right cat with the right, personality and colors. I know that a lot of people like the snow Bengal. I want the brown reddish Bengal. Yeah. And I'm not into marble Bengals. They have to be the Bengal with the rosettes. I'm sorry, this is getting very technical. um, yeah, that's the funny thing too. And you're back. Welcome back. What were you doing, Leanne? Letting out the dogs, or was Max coming over? Or did you talk to your real estate agent? Is there any news? Oh, you have to do a whip and chat, Leanne. Tammy, me, I need to go. Frying catfish for supper. Have a wonderful night. You too, Tammy. Well, I am being going to end soon as well. I mean, within 10 minutes or so that we all can get ready for Angels Live. But about 10 minutes. You walk next door to Max's? Okay. With the doggos, or did you have something important to tell him? Leanne. Dang, Tammy, I love fried catfish. I don't think I've ever tried catfish. Have I? What is that in Danish? Hang on. See, Google is an amazing. Oh, the papas. Okay. Catfish. Oh, right. I have had that. Leanne, were you here when we talked about making um, videos where I tell a story or something? Ooh, Leanne, you get to go visit Tammy and have catfish. I haven't had that in years. And I don't think I've ever had it fried. Um, I'm trying to see. Yeah. You weren't there, Leanne? Okay. Well, I was talking about maybe if what kind of videos I should make because I don't do small shop hauls because I don't want to buy things that I'm not, you know, going to use or anything, and plus shipping from America. Um, But then I was talking about maybe I should go back to my fairy tale reading or maybe do a book like Little Women because that one is not under copyright anymore. But then we figured out that I should try doing, 4 or 5 whipping chats with me telling you about Denmark, with voiceover where I talk about the different, subjects about history of Denmark, like my city and stuff like that. Do you have any ideas? And fried is the only way to go. And Tammy is from Los Angeles, so I know she knows how to fry it. Are they good at that in LA? I always want to know what are dishes that are specific to a state or an area. You like that idea as well? Okay, yeah. Do you have any subjects that you would like? I was thinking, my city and the history of Denmark, stuff like that. I would love if people have any. Oh, Louisiana. See, LA is Los Angeles to me. Sorry. Sorry. When I hear LA, it's Los Angeles. It always is over here. But I would really love to know, what are local dishes from the states and maybe areas, especially if you say Louisiana, is that um, um, catfish or maybe stuff like that. Uh, April, I am actually born and raised in Los Angeles. You live in Oregon. Oregon. That is cool, April. That must have been a big change. Leanne, I don't know that they fry anything in LA. Probably not. I'm guessing they're all health freaks. Right, Leanne. I always associate Cali with healthy food. Huge change. I can imagine that. Just moving from such a big city as LA, and I don't know if you live in a big city in Oregon, but is Oregon a city or is it a state? April, remember In and Out started in California, so not so healthy. In and Out is a burger bar, right? Because we don't have those over here. We have McDonald's, Burger King, we have some KFC, maybe just in Copenhagen. We have Subway and Subset. What is it called? The other one? Sunset? No. Subway and the other one. Do we have anything else? No. No. No, we don't. The end. Oh, yeah. In and Out opened near me, and we eat there once a week. Okay. Do you cook yourself, Leanne? Or do you mostly eat out? Yeah, yeah, I said we have McDonald's and Burger King. We have two McDonald's and one Burger King here. Then we have a Subway. What else do we have here? Then we have some local burger bars and a lot of pizzerias. Yeah, April, Leanne, I drive 130 miles one way to go to the closest In and Out burger. I love to drive, and it's an excuse to have a destination. Wow, that is a long drive, April. Dawn is going to LA for my daughter's wedding in May. Ah, Leanne, right now I'm not cooking much, but I will once we move. Been trying to keep my house clean. I can still cook. Anyway, Abel, oh wow, Dawn, congrats to your daughter. Yeah, well, we'll do that again in May. Leanne, you all had a hard work. Yeah, we do in Copenhagen. Right, I forgot Hard Rock Cafe. I wonder if it's still open. I think it is. I forgot about that one. I'm not in Copenhagen very often. We also have a Dunkin' Donut in Copenhagen, and I think that was at the train station, the big train station. I also heard they have one out in the airport, in Copenhagen Airport, and we do have the coffee one, Starbucks. I've never been to a Starbucks, by the way. I refuse to pay that much money for coffee. I mean, I have my own Tassimo machine so I can make my fancy coffees at home. I don't want to pay like $10 for a cup of coffee, if that even's enough. I don't know what that costs for just a little one. Angel has to go. Great live. Love you and love you on the chat. Okay, Angel, we will see you very, very soon. Leanne, you're not missing anything with Starbucks, in your opinion. I don't think I do. I do wish we would have a Dunkin' Donut nearby, but then again, no, because I would just go there all the time, and no, that's not healthy. But yeah, but I do love. They have this. Is it a triple caramel? I got one once. I was in Copenhagen. I think it was a triple caramel Dunkin' Donut. I do love my caramel. You know that by now, right? But that one was dangerous. Yeah, I mean, you can get donuts other places, but they don't really compare to the ones they had there. Even though I know that even the Dunkin' Donuts you can buy here in Denmark are way different than the ones you get in the US. Why? I don't know. I mean, one would suspect it'd be the same. It's the same with soda, by the way. Did you know that? Um, our Fanta is way different than yours. Ours have real orange in it, and it's made with, oh God, what syrup is it? Is it corn syrup? And yours is with something else syrup? I can't remember. But it's kind of interesting to see how the things are different. It's the same with some sort of chips that yours have one names and ours have another one. It's the same with chocolate bars. Yours, if I remember correctly, you still have the Raiders chocolate bar, with these two pieces of chocolate with some sort of biscuit and caramel and chocolate. Over here, they're called Twix. So it's interesting. And we have so many donut shops here that are way better than Dunkin' Donuts. I want to try those. Ditsy, back. I want a donut. Me too. Oh, you do call them Twix. Okay. There's something that you have a different name for. And maybe you changed it. And how was the shower, Dits? It took so long that I was afraid you drowned or something. No, Kit Kat is also. I can't remember. Maybe. But yeah, it's interesting. Maybe one of you guys and me should do a collaboration. This is what's here in Denmark, and this is what we have in the U.S. and kind of compare them. Yeah, you have Twix. I don't know what chocolate bar it was then. I can't remember. Did see quick, and then Paul needed help. Oh, okay. Well, I was just worried that you drowned in there. Water is very dangerous. You can drown in it. Yeah, and Fresca over here is the diet soda, but when I bought one in London, it wasn't. Oh, I don't think we have Fresca. Never heard of it. See, it's interesting. What is in a month? Uh, Hang on. What did I miss? April, hey, this. Oh, hey, April, so excited to see you soon. Ooh, are you guys meeting up? And then April even cleaned her house. That's a month away, April. That's, yeah, completely different. April, Dit and Dear Halber are coming to my town end of October. Ooh, so you're going to meet up or are they staying with you, April? April, don't worry, I'll clean it again. Ew, all that cleaning. You do know that the only place where cleaning comes before crafting is in the dictionary, right? April, oh no, they better not be staying with me. Why? I'm planning that if I ever get close to you, I'm staying with you. I'm going to bring David and we're staying. I'm like, I know people all over the place by now. Who cares? I mean, I have 3 cats. My house is never that clean. Um, I mean, I know people everywhere by now. So anywhere I go, I'm like, hey, I'm crashing. Well, I could, right? I need a guest room so that people can do the same here. Anywho, you guys. Oh, shoot. Okay, you can all stay with me. It's time I got my guest room, central room, clean and presentable. I don't have a guest room. Dang it. Oh, anywho. Angel is going live in 7 minutes, and you all might want to go take a pee break and find some snacks and stuff like that. April, this I was what? Anywho, we've been yabbering almost 2 hours, and Angel is going live in a second. And you need pee break, snack finding, drinks finding, make a cup of coffee, stuff like that. And no mistake. Okay, April. So yeah, I hope all of you will be back next Sunday, where I'll be talking about my knitting retreat because I'm going on a knitting retreat from Friday to Sunday next week. So let's meet up here and let's hear all about it. Who knows? See, April. Thank you for being here, everybody. Bye, Rich. Bye, April. Bye, Denise. Bye, Leanne. See you all, everybody, over at Angels. Take care. See you next week. Have a great week. Bye, everybody. Love you all. Bye.